Mr. Smith, thanks for joining us today to talk about issues and whatever positive things that is taking place here in the village of Rantoul. Welcome.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity, Anthony. I appreciate that.
What are the three biggest issues facing the village of Rantoul now, and what are your goals in terms of addressing them?
Okay, three biggest issues. Basically, is to get started with the sports complex is a huge issue here in Rantoul right now. The other would be repairing our infrastructure in town. I actually have more than three, but working with the University of Illinois on the autonomous driving course that is projected to come to Rantoul. And then, of course, housing. And so we have a shortage of homes in Rantoul, and we need to be developing housing residential areas and a new housing range for people to buy, because most of our homes are saturated now, and we don't have any homes really available for people to purchase.
Okay. Is it that you are seeing an increase in the amount of people moving to Rantoul to take up residence while you are having this shortage in housing?
Yeah, that's a complex question, because there's been many reasons that people have found to move to Rantoul. This is a very economical community to live in because we have our own utilities, our water, our electric, those types of things, and it's it's affordable to live in Rantoul. And the housing market has helped with that, because we do have affordable housing in Rantoul, or did have. Most of it's occupied now.
Okay. Tell me about this sports complex that is coming on stream. How soon are you looking to get it on stream, and what are some of the benefits that a complex of this magnitude will bring to Rantoul?
Okay, that's a fair question. Basically, the project should start sometime this winter, weather permitting. We're in the process right now of acquiring the land to make it possible to build a sports complex. We're in negotiations with the landowner for that, and everything seems to be falling into place and looks good at this point in time. Okay. What will happen out of that is, since we've announced, is we've had a great influx of interest in Rantoul as a community for economic commercial development. We've had inquiries from a multitude of hotels, motels, those types of things. People wanting to bring in restaurants of different types that we haven't experienced here in Rantoul before. And then we have also people who have an interest in bringing in other types of recreation in and around the field out there. So we're excited about this new possibility of developing just south of the Holiday Inn Express that's currently in Rantoul, because it's going to open up an influx of new activity for our citizens, for Champaign County, and I think that this is going to be quite an asset to both the state of Illinois and to Champaign as well, and Rantoul.
The former airport base.
Yes.
Here, let's talk about that a little.
Okay.
So the hospital is going through an auction for it to be sold.
Yes, it is.
And why do you choose the route of an auction?
Well, the hospital has been in and out of ownership for a number of years, actually since the base closed. And now it's turned into a real eyesore and also a potential hazard for the community. And so something positive needs to happen with the facility. We'd like to see someone come in and actually take the facility down. I do believe it would be too expensive to rehab the building, but the ideal thing would be just to take it down and start over. The county right now owns the hospital, and I understand there's a bid out there right now for it. Someone is buying it for its back taxes. The county has asked us our opinion about that sale. And I'd have to go to our legal department right now to find out where that's at, but I'm not sure where we're at in the process with that.
Okay, and in terms of the other assets in relation to that airbase, how is that process going in terms of sale?
That's going very well, very well. We are having a lot of people that are interested in leasing our hangars, and some are interested in buying the remainder of the hangars. Just about all the other property out there has been sold and is under private ownership. So we have very little left of the former Chanute Air Force Base.
Okay, all right, that's good. Let's talk about marijuana.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yes, because come April 1, this will be it will be made legal in the state of Illinois.
Yes.
Your village, Rantoul, has not taken a decision as yet in terms of where you're going, whether you're going to accept it to be sold here or not. Where is that at now?
Basically, that's still in the informative stage. The trustees have an real interest in that, and so does the village of Rantoul, as to what would be the overall impact, not only financially, but for our citizens. So we're taking that issue under study. It's going to be in front of the village board in November as to whether they would like to bring that into our community.
Okay. In terms of crime,
yes,
is there any challenges for the village as we speak where crime is concerned? Is there anything?
Well, you know, we're no different than any other community. We do have a certain element of crime. It's not prevalent all the time. It shows its face every once in a while. And, but this is a safe community, and we have an excellent police force. We have 32 police officers on duty here in Rantoul. And given that factor that we patrol so often and we have good relationships with our neighborhoods, our crime rate is really down.
How would you encourage people to make Rantoul their home?
Okay, Rantoul is just about to burst at the seams, to tell you the truth. Okay, we have so much going on in this town. The University of Illinois, like I said before, has expressed a sincere interest in helping develop the autonomous automobile track here in Rantoul, and we're looking forward and have enjoyed working with the University of Illinois on that issue for almost a year now. I do believe that'll come to fruition, and I think you'll see something happen with that in the first part of next year. So that in itself, with the outside industries being interested in autonomous automobiles and all the automobile manufacturing companies that would be interested in utilizing that facility at the University of Illinois, is going to increase Rantoul's visibility and also the desire for people to have an ancillary company to complement the development in and around the autonomous automobile development in the United States. The University of Illinois will be a leader in this. This will be a premier track, a premier attraction, and it will draw the attention of the automobile industry. So that gives people a good opportunity to look at Rantoul as a possibility for residents, and that's why our housing issue is becoming more prevalent as well.
Okay, tell me some more about that track. Where will it be? Where is it going to be located? And
okay,
what are some of the things that will be happening there?
Basically, what's happening there is the University of Illinois has developed a plan to develop, I think it's about a 2.5 mile track where they can have semis and automobiles, cars, those types of things, driving on that track without a driver in it. They're looking at the aspects of traffic control. They're looking at aspects of transportation, where trucks can haul a lot of weight, and it's called platooning. That'd be 4 or 5 trucks in a row going down the road without a driver, or maybe with a driver, but the driver's not driving the automobile. He's just there for safety reasons. So there's a lot of development on software. There's a lot of development around electronics. There'll be some aerodynamic development in and around that as well, involved with the autonomous automobiles. And we feel that the ancillary businesses that will be coming in and have an interest and want to use that track would actually contract with the University of Illinois for the use of that track. Is going to be advantageous to this community and also to Champaign County. This will put Champaign County in the forefront of this type of industry. I do look at Illinois as being a real leader in the automobile industry, given the fact that they have taken the initiative to develop this autonomous track in Rantoul.
Okay, and where specifically here in Rantoul are they looking at?
You did ask that, yes. Specifically, it will be on Chandler Road. It will be on the far east end of Chandler Road. We have the test cells from the former Chanute Air Force Base where they tested the engines for the rockets and the jet aircraft. And so that's the area that will be. It's the utmost end, eastern end, east and south end of the former Chanute Air Force Base.
Okay, well, that's basically it for me. Is there anything else that you want to add that I may not have asked you?
Well, yeah, I will add. We've got our educational system here is really good in Rantoul, and so we do have a lot to offer, and so that's why we're struggling so hard right now is to get someone to come in and actually take the initiative to bring homes into our community. We need residential development as an attractor as well for people to live here. This is a good community. It's safe. It's got a good educational system. And it's reached a point that we've just saturated our housing market, and we need to be building new homes in the range of 125 maybe to 200,000 is the home range that we need.
Okay, so let me see if I'm correct. You are saying right now you are looking for a builder or some real estate person to come to Rantoul to develop maybe like 125 homes, more homes in the village? That would
be a good start, 125 homes. But we're looking for a tract of land for the developer that could come in and be willing to put up homes with the potential sales, because there's going to be a lot of potential sales in and around this sporting complex as well, because the sporting complex itself is going to will create another 500 new jobs in Rantoul just by itself. Plus the interest that you're going to have in the sporting industry created by Rantoul and this complex. This is going to be one of the largest premier sporting complexes in the state of Illinois. And so we're excited about it, and this offers so many opportunities for people to change their lives, to be a part of the sports industry, and also to be a part of this community.
Are you talking to any potential developers or developers yet as it regards to building these new homes?
No, we have not. We're just like in the sports complex, it's brand new, and this idea is brand new also.
Okay. In terms of land for those housing development, though, have you identified where these houses could be built?
We have a couple of areas that we have identified, and one of the areas is directly east of the sports complex on the opposite end, or the east end of Murray Road and in Rantoul. There's approximately, and it's roughly 160 acres by my estimation, and that is an estimation, that's available for residential development.
Okay. All right, Nice to meet. Thanks for talking to us.
Absolutely.